Now, there are 4 games. I'm going to tell you that much right now. There's 4 games that we're going to cast. Let me just make sure I've got this set up correctly. They are replays of ranked games from August the 2nd, which I believe was one day before oKhaliD reached 1800. Now, OSM's got a reasonable record against oKhaliD in ranked. In fact, he overtook him at one point earlier in the year, not too long ago. Maybe a couple of times, in fact. So these games should be really good. Like I said, I've not seen them yet, so I'm right along with you guys. First time viewing. Obviously, versus the rest of the ranked leaderboard, oKhaliD seems to have a better record, but certainly head-to-head, OSM has stolen oKhaliD's points in the past. Let's find out if this is going to be another one of those sessions. I will tell you guys that OSM is the one who sent me these replays. Don't know if that will impact your predictions at all. But he sent me these replays amongst others. And we're going to watch these first of all in a block. It's a pretty good fake challenge by oKhaliD. However, the flicks from OSM have definitely been too good to save on a few occasions already. But OSM's missed the target, and when you miss the target that badly, you are going to get scored on, especially if you've flipped forwards to try and take the shot. That really should be 2-0. And oKhaliD just takes his time with it. Pretty bad start for OSM in this first rank game. Now, if I am to understand the situation correctly, this is the first match that these two played on August 2nd, the first of 4. So they were probably both grinding. Oh dear, OSM just missed a boost and conceded a third goal. That's poor. We saw, mostly OSM pressuring at the start of the game, but he missed the target with a couple of flicks and got counter-attacked on. Since then, we've seen a kickoff goal and OSM missing a corner boost, and suddenly oKhaliD's ahead 3-0. But that is how it goes sometimes when you play against oKhaliD. You're going toe-to-toe with him, and then all of a sudden he scores a pile of goals. This is a chance for OSM, and he will put that one in. oKhaliD got baited by the bar. Hey, Judah, thanks for gifting a sub to Famid5. And to Zion, thanks for the 2-month tier 1. You're welcome as well, thanks for the kind words. And Donnie was a great bowler, thanks 100 bits. Hey, thank you for the kind words as well, you guys are all far too kind. John Jilke, thanks for your gift and a sub to Horizon Freddy. And Thunderpuff, thanks to the brand new Prime. Welcome back to the stream, and welcome to the stream, all of you guys. Oh my goodness, oKhaliD nearly scored a sick own goal there. Luckily for him, he's missed it. Oh no, oKhaliD nearly scored a sick goal there, sorry. Getting my sides mixed up here because I've got flux on my monitor, and for a second there, oKhaliD's car looks orange. I don't know if you guys are aware of what I'm talking about here, but if anybody's got flux on their PC, you'll know what I mean. It's like a late night screen color changer, and it makes very bright colors look orange, and the reflection of the clouds on oKhaliD's car right now make his car look completely orange on my screen. I know for you guys, if you're just watching with your normal default colors, it'll probably look nothing like orange. So you're probably thinking, a lot of you are probably thinking, Johnny, what on earth are you talking about? Stop talking rubbish. Clearly, you're just an idiot. But I actually am not even joking. From certain angles, especially in this corner, oKhaliD's car is bright orange to me. This is madness. So I forgot which side he was playing on when I looked back. I was like, oh yeah, he's nearly on goal. Yeah, type one in chat if you use Flux. If you don't use it, by the way, I would recommend it. Not even sponsored. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. But I would still recommend it, even though I'm not sponsored. Really, really cool program. It makes the monitor a lot easier to look at, especially late at night. All the white light becomes a bit easier to look at, so I would recommend Flux, please sponsor me. Yeah, he's got the pearlescent as well, which does make it a lot worse. That's my excuse. Okay, excuses are... I'm done. The excuse segment of the stream is over. Just wanted to explain that one because that's a bit of a brain fart right there. Hey, thank you, by the way, to Z Gibbs for the 3-month tier 1 and Judah for another 100 bits. You guys are all far too kind. I got one more question from Judah as well. He says, Johnny, what are your thoughts on NRG consistently losing to SSG? I love NRG. Hopefully they can come back. My thoughts on NRG losing consistently to SSG, I think that they've kind of got a mental block against Space Station right now. I've seen a few series start off really well for NRG in that matchup. You know, games 1, game 2, looking good, and then as soon as it gets to game 3 or 4, well, basically not even as soon as it gets to that game. Oh, that's a nice goal by OSM. Really good finish there. But as soon as something goes wrong for NRG, they kind of just fall apart. They start to doubt themselves, they start to whiff the ball, they start to like push up in weird positions and get caught sleeping. That's a beautiful flick. Wow. OSM is just popping off here. What a comeback. As he takes the lead against Khalid. But yeah, NRG just need to calm down. They're still a really good team. I'd still have them comfortably top 2 NA after 4-0ing Envy at the weekend. But yeah, SSG are just by far the more consistent team, and they look like they're just far more capable of bouncing back from a bad game in that matchup in particular. SSG are just truly top team in the world material right now, so no shame in losing to them. NRG might be seconds, you never know. Hard to say with no NA versus EU LAN competition. Yeah, I think NRG will bounce back. I think it's likely that they'll win one of the regionals this year. I think they've got it in them to do that. So I would have them as one of the favourites to take one of the majors. What a game we're seeing here. In the background. Super orange game for me, but I can't do anything about that right now. I can't turn off Flux mid-game. Oh, what a save by Khalid. OSM was threatening the demo, but Khalid managed to avoid him by a fair margin. Do I think G2 bounces back? 100% yes, I do. I think G2 and NRG will both bounce back. Beautiful play by OSM once again, and he rolls it in for 8-6. Khalid in trouble here. It was a good start for him, but OSM has really turned things around. Remember, Khalid was leading 3-0 this game. Since then, it's gone 8-3 to OSM. Am I speaking a bit too soon? It's now 8-7. OSM with a clean whiff on the ball. There's definitely been a few mistakes for him this game. I believe, by the way, that I've shouted at all the subs and cheerers, but if I missed you, then just let me know in chat. Oh, it's another goal for Khalid. 8-all. Wow. Just like that, once again, Khalid with a couple of quick goals in succession. Do I think the peeps will go up in rank? I don't know. That's a tough one to say. I don't know about the peeps. I'm not convinced that they're going to be able to keep that up all year long, but we'll see. I definitely think that they could be a top 6 team. OSM at the near post. Weak flick. Khalid swats it away. We're in the last few seconds of game 1. At this moment, these guys, all they know is game 1. They don't know if there's going to be a game 2 or a game 3 or a game 4. We know there will be, because I've got the replays. But this is all they're playing for. That's actually a dangerous bounce for OSM. Khalid's up and he smashed it in off the bar. Oh my goodness. We don't usually watch replays in these replay casts, but we can watch this one. What a nightmare for OSM. Oh, he got bumped miles away and he landed horrendously. Took off with reverse momentum. What an outcome that is for Khalid. We have to watch this a few more times. That's a crazy ending to a game. I don't think Khalid even hit this ball. Watch this. This is crazy. I don't think Khalid even touched the ball. I think OSM popped it. And that Khalid hit OSM. Oh no, he did. He did get the ball. Just got to touch onto it. Because OSM was going for the outplay. And Khalid is the one. Yeah, that jump was just a panic there by OSM. He still had momentum going backwards. And he jumped up in the air to try and reach it. But he just flew backwards by mistake. Now I'm going to put this screen cover up while I change to the next replay, because I don't want to spoil the score for you guys. I'll have it ready in a second. Khalid is in the orange team. So game number 2, Khalid takes the first one. Let's see if OSM can bounce back. Centaur 6 in the 3-month prime. Welcome back to the stream, buddy. oKhaliD is not human. He might not be. He is a bit monstrous. Credit to OSM for just straight up saving that replay, though. That's the first replay of Finn vs Khalid, or the first game of Finn vs Khalid on that day, and he's like, you know what? Got to save that replay. We lost with a 0-second goal. Now let's go and watch that later and see what we did wrong. Oh, Khalid nearly sneaking in the opening net, but I think OSM's done it. Good evasion as he was being chased down the middle here. Are these recent? Yeah, they're very recent. They're just from the start of the month, about 2 weeks ago. I guess 2.5 weeks ago now. Khalid equalizes off a kickoff goal again. How do you get back is to upload to ball chasing? You set auto upload, but it shows nothing shows up. You might have to connect to your account or something. I'm not sure how it works. I've not used it for a while. Good save by Khalid. OSM was being a bit cheeky there, being a bit sneaky. OSM's missed his pre-flip contact. Still has boost to play with though, and he's got the ball past Khalid at the near post. And it's Khalid being careless to give OSM the 1-goal lead back. Yeah, Khalid just stopped at 1800. He told me that he's got plans to continue playing after a while. He's just taking a bit of a break from 1v1 because he played so many games to grind to 1800. I mean, it's a crazy number to reach in ranked 1v1. 1800 is just, it's bonkers. So yeah, he took a bit of a break after that, and I'm sure start of the next season, which is in just 1 week time, we'll see plenty Khalid 1v1 ranked games. And a bunch of others as well, I'm sure. Good challenge by Khalid. Now he's going to trip up OSM. Nice recovery by OSM. He really stayed with that one well. Looked like Khalid might have had a chance to equalize though. Oh, OSM with the moves. He's accidentally dribbled it the wrong way though. Looks like he's just going to roll with that. Now Khalid's blocked him. And he'll equalize in a similar way that Khalid did earlier. Why can't you find these games on ballchasing.com? Because these games aren't on ballchasing.com. OSM sent me them. These games weren't on. These games weren't for on ball chasing. Yeah, I've got a couple of other games from OSM. I've got a Jordia's OSM game. I've got a couple of OSM Arsenal games. I think I got an OSM apparently Jack game. But today we're just going to look at the OSM versus Khalid games. We'll keep it all together. Terrifying bounce dribble again, but OSM's spacing was fantastic there. He gave a lot of respect to the near post shot at all times and made the save look quite easy really, which is saying something. And you're defending an oKhaliD bounce dribble from that position. Not many players can save them, never mind make it look easy. OSM versus Arsenal. Yeah, I don't know who played on what server to get those, but maybe we'll find out another day. OSM versus Jordia's would be interesting. Yeah, definitely. I think they should all be pretty good, but like I said, just going to look at these ones today. Mind game attempted by OSM. Khalid's just gone straight through him though, and he should be scoring. And he is. 3-2. Khalid denies the mind game from OSM. A94 Lem, thanks for the 18-month prime. Welcome back to the stream, mate. No, OSM is not North American. He is from Iceland. I believe that he used to live in Sweden, but now he's back in Iceland again, which is his country that he was born in. And I believe, yeah, I think he's currently in Iceland for these games. You'll see that his ping is pretty close to Khalid's because Iceland is way northwest of Europe. It's part of Europe, obviously, but it's very, very northwest Europe in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Or I guess, is it the North Sea? Oh, OSM, are you joking? Come on, mate! Why are you missing open nets even in your rank games? I thought that was a show match thing. OSM, very famous for missing open nets. It's back to the meaning of his name, open shot miss. I don't believe it. He's got himself in a bit of an awkward position there, to be fair. Still, shocking that the consistency that he misses these with. Every game, I feel. Every series I've cast in. Even if it's a little ranked mini-series, there will be an open net miss. Is that in? It is! It's bounced in off the corner wall. OSM was kind of there to finish it off either way, but you'll take it. No near post to the rescue for Khalid. Open nets are the hardest shots to make. I'm well aware. Certainly for me, they are. Well, OSM looks like he missed his plan there, but Khalid was not ready for it. It's not a clean save either by Khalid. He's hit the bar, giving OSM half a chance. He bailed out of it though. Didn't have the boost to get close enough to the ball, he felt. Now Khalid's got a monstrous position. Again though, perfect spacing by OSM. That is masterful. To manage to block these shots at such consistency. And, you know, just seeing a couple of these defensive plays from OSM. Oh, and he gets another fairly fortunate goal, but still, well played. I was going to say, just seeing the way that OSM defended that bounce dribble and, well, actually, just both of those bounce dribbles, essentially, so far this game, it makes me think that he might just have a good matchup against khalid. khalid's left with 29 seconds left here. OSM pulling one back. I'm going to throw the screen blocker up again while we get into the next replay without spoiling the result. But yeah, like I was saying, the fact that OSM can somewhat consistently defend some of these dribbling plays, that might be why he matches up well with khalid in ranked. Because we already know that one of the reasons khalid is such a monster in ranked is because he's got one of the safest yet deadly offensive combinations. Just the best bounce dribble in the world. Incredibly difficult to stop for most players. And it allows khalid to attack with almost 100% safety against counterattacks. He's never out of the game. If he misses, he's probably stealing a boost or securing the next possession for himself anyway. So being able to defend these with relative success, you know, some kind of success, is step one to being decent against khalid. There wasn't much space there for khalid to start the bounce, but OSM was still spaced perfectly. He's reading khalid brilliantly here. Once again, perfect positioning by OSM. This was off an air dribble bump defensive play. How many games are there? There's 4 games. So we could have a tie after this. Could be a draw from this mini-ranked series. khalid definitely not flicking the ball to the same level as OSM does. I saw a comment in the recent AMS 1v1 series that we casted, AMS vs Crowley, that we recorded. That was just a YouTube series, so if you're not a YouTube viewer, if you're watching on Twitch, you'll have missed that one. I recorded it just for YouTube. But obviously you can quite easily become a YouTube viewer if you sound keen on that. And I saw a comment in that video that highlighted that one of the things where AMS definitely has khalid beat at, because I often make the comparison that khalid is sort of like a mini, or AMS is sort of like a mini khalid because of the way he plays. And I think that's deliberate from AMS. But he definitely flicks the ball a lot more dangerously than khalid does. And I would say the same thing about OSM. His flick is just destructive. Incredible power. And he can win a series purely with, you know, only flicks if he wanted to. That would be his version of the khalid bounce dribble into ground shot, if he needed to pick one shot to just go for over and over again. Johnny, do you think Musty could go pro? He is playing RLCSX with Leth and I don't know the other person. Well, probably not. Because if you want to go pro, you just have to like play Rocket League all day, every day. And I think he's still got plans to make YouTube videos that... Actually, I'm not really sure. Do Musty's videos have a lot of editing in them? They do, right? I know they used to. I don't know if any of his recent ones take a lot of editing. But if they take a lot of editing time, then he probably can't go pro. Some do. See, if he just changed up his videos to just be basically what pro Rocket League players do, like what Squishy does, what Garrett does, just, you know, record a couple of ranked games with some commentary and then upload it. Like, yeah, you could probably do that while being a pro because it's very, very low effort content. And I don't say that to put maybe low effort content's the wrong word. Content that takes less effort is what I should have said. It's not like they're making a low effort. That's not what I was trying to get. That's not the point I was trying to get across at all. But yeah, heavily edited content. I don't think that it's possible to be pro in Rocket League and edit videos. If you got another editor to edit his videos, then sure, yeah, you could. Why not? Just gotta play 10 hours of Rocket League a day, 12 hours of Rocket League a day, every day, for a year. Then maybe you can go pro. I don't think. Honestly, I don't know why you would want to go pro though. Like, the YouTuber lifestyle seems a bit better than pro Rocket League lifestyle, if you ask me, because they probably get more time to just have some fun and do other stuff. Oh wow, OSM's just absolutely raffle stomping khalid here. What on earth is happening? This was a really close game. No goals. khalid opens the scoring 1-0, and then OSM's just scored 5 goals. Really bizarre stuff. OSM is just running away with this. He's looking very likely to go 2-1 ahead here. Then he should hire an editor. Well, yeah, well, what he should do, it's up to him. You know, I don't know what he should do personally. I don't really know the guy very well, and I'm not a big viewer of YouTube, of Rocket League YouTube videos myself, so I don't really know what's going on in the Rocket League YouTube world. I know I upload to YouTube a lot, but I don't really watch other people's videos, so I don't know what's going on over there. Really, I don't know what his level's at, but I mean, could he go pro? I mean, yeah, I guess, if he's willing to grind 14 hours a day, every day for a year. Top 5 best mechanical players in Europe. Well, definitely Azrael, definitely Jorias, definitely Alpha. Beyond that, it gets a bit more difficult to pick. Oh, that's a nasty goal by OSM. That's insane. You know, I don't often rewind in these replay casts, but let's rewind one time. You'll forgive me this one, I bet. That's clean. I just love how fluid the setup for that flick was. At no point did he stop moving. At no point did he lose momentum by having an air roll one way, then dodge the other. He just air rolled into the dodge with perfection. Speaking of musty, whoa, was that a musty flick? I don't even know, honestly, because you guys have got names for all these different flicks. I don't know what that was. Breezy. See, like, this is why I don't even bother, because what's the point? You guys call one thing after one guy and one thing after another guy. For me, I mean, I've talked about this in the past. I'll speak briefly to it, because it looks like this game's already over, and we were already talking about do we think Musty can go pro? But no, I've never really been one for calling moves after Rocket League players. And the best example of this is actually nothing to do with flicking. It's to do with the pinch that a lot of people will call the Cuxer pinch. See, to me, when I think of the pinch which Cuxer popularized, I think Cuxer rolling the ball at the back corner in his own half, and then doing a double jump, steering to the left midair, and flying into the ball sideways. That's what he did. That's how he started to pinch the ball with consistency. Now, that's actually not how people pinch the ball these days from that position. Most people these days will use a strategy which I believe Jazer popularized. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think the first time that anyone put out themselves jumping once, air rolling to the right, and then dodging into the ball, or to the left, you know, air rolling to the side, and then dodging into the ball to pinch it from the back corner. I think that Jazer is the first one who did that. Now, am I saying that I think it should be called the Jazer pinch? No, not at all. I don't think we should call it after anybody. I think that no one should have ownership of a shot like that, because there's so many intricacies to moves, you know? So much in the setup that is unique. And just labeling an entire, vast array of shots after one name is not doing justice to the, all of the players who have innovated and, created different variations of those shots. Sorry, I'm just changing the name here, or changing the color. This game, it's 2-1 to OSM. OSM's back in the orange for game 4. Let's see if he can take down oKhaliD here in this ranked mini-series. The Johnny Boy argument, classic debate move. No, I honestly don't know what you mean, to be honest. But yeah, that's basically why I don't really say any names when I'm casting, because there are so many variations of moves. You can't just label it the same thing every time. Every Rocket League flick, every Rocket League pinch, every Rocket League shot is unique. You got to have a lot more ways to describe it than just 3 or 4 different names. That doesn't do it justice. Besides the fact that a lot of moves come from the freestyling community, and when it comes to competitive Rocket League, which is what I commentate predominantly, a lot of the freestylers who have popularized moves are not relevant in that context, so it would just be unnecessarily confusing to start bringing up terms that only serve to alienate viewers who don't know where they come from. Chronic, I believe I'm aware of your situation. What I would recommend is just message Darkened or Murty or both of them on Twitter. That's what I would suggest. Atomizer, thanks for the 2-month Prime. Don't throw SM. Let's see. Right now, it's looking really good. OSM's ability to shut down KhaliD's dribbles has given KhaliD a proper headache here. And he tried to play a really safe game in the last one that we saw in Neo Tokyo. And it looked to be working for the first half. And then suddenly OSM just exploded into life. Scored a whole pile of goals. Alright, KhaliD's got one back here. That must have, yeah, it was boost starved to OSM because his recovery was super slow. Slide JU, thanks for the 2-month Prime. And 84 Lem, thanks for the 18-month Prime. Welcome back to all of you guys. OSM only showing his win games. Well, the first game is a loss. You believe he played 11 matches that day and KhaliD won 7-4? Well, I'd love to watch the rest of them if you've got the replays, or if anybody does. That'd be cool. Coxer used to double jump into the wall? Yeah, I believe so. I might be wrong on this. I have not gone and prepared a big argument here before going live. This is all, you know, just off the top of my head. But I believe the first time I saw Coxer scoring the back wall corner pinch with any kind of consistency was without dodging into the ball. He would fly up to it. But do correct me if I'm wrong. I might have remembered incorrectly here. Chronic, nothing much I could do for you, mate. That's all you can do. Let's hope for the best. Somebody throwing Ahmad into the best mechanical players EU. It's definitely possible. I think if we're talking EU server, I think you could put Ahmad in the same conversation as all those guys I did mention. Jaria's Astral Alpha. That's a sick mind game by OSM. You know, OSM's mechanics are also up there. I don't know if I'd put him top 5 EU. I don't know if I'd put Ahmad top 5 EU either, because you need to see it in competition. We don't, unfortunately, get to see much Middle Eastern competition, Middle East players, as much as I would love to. I mean, you guys already know that. I love to cast their games, and I hope that we get to see them compete again in the future. Ixo, another one, definitely worth mentioning. Ooh, KhaliD actually decided to go for that. It's a reasonable recovery, so it makes it look like it was a safe move. But initially, those are the kind of plays where you know where you're aerialing up to the back post. You're worried that the player going for that shot might be about to just get scored on in the counter-attack. Coxer never flipped initially, just jumped. Turned his car 90 clockwise. Just, yeah, that's what I thought he did. I think after a while, he started to adapt and he started to include some pinches. Oh my days. I mean, do you need any more evidence that OSM's flicks are better than KhaliD's? Holy cow. What was that? OSM just deleted the ball. He was like, right, I'm ball carrying, and now the ball is gone. Magic trick of the day. How to make the ball completely disappear. That's crazy. Valsep, thanks for the Prime. Welcome to the stream, mate. LCT Deuce, thanks for your thought processes, sir. You're welcome. You know, if other people, I'm just, you know, going to finish off by saying that if other people want to cast using various terms and words, they're welcome to do so. I don't think there's a right or a wrong way of casting. Just like when I talk about the grid streams, there's no right or wrong way of running those streams. You could be as much of a fanboy or as impartial as you like, as far as I'm concerned. But it's just how I do it. It's just what comes naturally to me, so I'm going to stick to that. That's beautiful by KhaliD. Revenge mind game there from earlier on in the game. Go watch the recent Ahmad stream. Hey, I know how insane Ahmad's mechanics are, but we need to see it in top level competition again. It's been too long. The last time we saw him was Fusion and Salt Mine qualifiers. Before that, the European Invitational. These are the only tournaments for me that are relevant, because he's competing against the best in Europe in these tournaments. Have you seen much in the ones of the new fast flick popularized by Jazer? So yeah, speaking of flicks named after people, people are calling that one the Jazer flick, aren't they? You know, based on if people really want to call Coxer Pinch, they should call it. Well, they should, anytime you see somebody ear rolling sideways and dodging into the ball, they should call that the Jazer Pinch. I won't, but if people want to call it after somebody, it should be him. Right, can oKhaliD equalize here? Looks like he's very much going to. That's surely a 0-second play. Oh, OSM almost kept it up in time to get a shot on target. Good try. Good try. I'm trying to find. Hold on. I've got to find that flick by OSM. Wasn't it back here? I think it was this one. I think it was this one. We got it. Yeah, that's it. Show the flick. I'm already on my way to getting that flick. I knew you guys were going to ask. But yeah, before I do that, before I press play on it, let me just change this score. It was 2-2 overall, so a couple wins for both players. I guess that would usually mean that OSM stole some of oKhaliD's rank points, because oKhaliD's usually rank 1. So that's overall a win for OSM. That's a crazy flick, isn't it? Pretty ridiculous. Yeah, good luck saving that. Good luck. But yeah, do you guys know, did I miss your previous message? You'd like to catch a show match and stream? Well, I stream at pretty random times, so you never really know when I'm going to be live, but maybe you'll get lucky one day, man. Just keep an eye on my Twitter if you want to know when I am live. That's the easiest way.